I am a 35-year-old woman and have been with my 39-year-old husband James for 12 years. And we have this argument like clockwork every single birthday and Christmas. But I've had enough. I hate surprises, and I hate surprise gifts even more because I lived in clutter with my parents, and being forced to keep a present to not offend someone bothers me because then I grapple with frustration, guilt, and general annoyance because now there's a thing taking up space that I don't know what to do with. James, on the other hand, loves surprise gifts, but he is super picky. He does this thing where he will tell someone, "Oh, I'm all right with anything." But when he gets that anything, he will make some remark about how he actually wanted XYZ, which dampens the mood and makes him sound so childishly ungrateful. It drives me mad because the most hypocritical thing is that if I do that to him, i.e., say, "Oh, I actually wanted XYZ," he'll get upset and say that I should be grateful. E.g., he bought me a dress he thought I'd like for my birthday, despite me telling him over and over and over and over and over again how much I would have liked a specific pair of earrings. I gave a weak thanks, and he was sulky all evening, especially when my friends bought me something else off my wish list, and I was so happy. And it's not about the price either, because the things he surprises me with are always either more expensive or around the same price as what I actually asked for. Now, I've tried my hardest to figure out what he'd like, but I always somehow miss the mark. For instance, one year I managed to force him to tell me that he'd like any, keyword there, Apple product, but when I got him a new iPad to replace his old one, he said that he'd actually prefer AirPods. I returned the iPad and he got upset. Another year, he told me he wanted jogging socks from a specific brand, but when he got them, he said that he actually wanted another variant of it. Another year, he kept talking about a specific type of wallet for 6 months straight, sending me posts about it, reviews, whatever. And I got it for him, thinking I've cracked the code. You know what he said? "If you guessed actually I wanted something else, then you are absolutely correct. Rinse and repeat." This year I tried to ask him again to at least give me a hint to work with, and he playfully told me to surprise him. Years of pent-up frustration got the best of me, and I told him that he's an ungrateful child and I will not be surprising him. If he wasn't going to tell me, then he gets nothing. I also told him to stop surprising me with stuff I don't even want because he's a hypocrite whose feelings will get hurt if I don't fall to my knees thanking him, I exaggerate, for something I don't want. I'm done coddling him over gifts because it's stupid and causing undue stress to me. As per the usual, he's gone off to sulk, and I feel terrible for lashing out at him. Am I the jerk? Let's see what some of the comments have to say to the original poster. You are not the jerk. I hate how people usually misuses this word, but telling you he wants one thing and then saying I didn't want that when you get it is actual gaslighting and is an abuse tactic. It might not be that he's deliberately trying to manipulate you and that he's just extremely immature and inconsistent in his wishes, but that doesn't really make it any better. There are ways to try to get to the bottom of it and try to reach some sort of compromise, but quite honestly, I'm not expecting them to be fruitful. This is extremely unlikely to ever get better, given his age and how long you've been together. Here's another comment. You are not the jerk. By not telling you what he wants, he puts you in the position of always being wrong and not getting credit for getting it right if you do. It is a situation that puts you at a disadvantage. Expecting people to read your mind is a power play. One thing that I learned about gift giving is that it is very important to the recipient that they have something positive to anticipate, but they generally lack the imagination to do it for themselves. This makes gift giving very frustrating. The gift is generally doomed to be an anticlimax because they've built it up so much in their minds, and even a good gift winds up being disappointing. Here's another commenter's perspective. I wouldn't even let him sulk. I would tell him exactly how hypocritical he is and ask him why he's the one sulking. Don't let him brush it off. Ask him why it's okay for him to surprise you with something you didn't want, but it's not okay when you do it, even though you tried and got him something he literally asked for. Don't let him sulk. Show him he has no reason to sulk. That concludes some of the comments. Here's what I think. The original poster should be firm and ask some serious, direct questions about gift giving to her husband. It seems that there could be other ongoing negative behaviors other than gift giving within their marriage. There are always two sides to the story. However, the original poster is not the jerk, but her husband is. So he gets the boot. Right, Kitty? Let me know what you think about this and leave it in the comments. Make sure that you watch the next unbelievable story.